And for the Nets, Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Lopez. Johnson comes in for Young, and it's Bogdanovich in for Jarrett Jack. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel." Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. To the middle, here's Beal. And he banks in the layup.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Bogdanovich passes to Teletovic. And now Williams inside. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. The Wizards have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. This is DeBeal. Feeds to Seraphin. Fader on the way. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 7. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Taken away by Williams. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson dishes to Jordan. Passes it to Teletovic. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Washington, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. It's the Nets now, and following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Nets as they end the second quarter with a 13-5 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. I like how many points we were able to generate.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Well, Williams has been great. 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to...
You're up, let's go.
Trying to do my thing.
This is subbed in for Butler. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Plumlee's checked in.
Oh, my God.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside is Plumlee and Lopez. Johnson is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 3 slot.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Pierce kicks to Humphries. 6 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. And Washington making a change here. Rogers is checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Joe Johnson.
Boy, Chris Humphries is clearly not flashy, but he is a worker on and off the court. He's always been a strong rebounder, especially on the offensive glass. And never afraid to get in there and battle. He never shies away from contact. If you want to get physical, he's not backing down.
Rogers against Jack, and the shot is good. Rogers has got 5 points so far. And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
And, you know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. And it's nice to see that he does that by still staying in touch with his old coach.
And Humphreys, lightly regarded as a defender, but, you know, Steve, I think he made some strides last season.
I agree, Kevin. He blocked shots at a high rate. You know, in the past, he's struggled against the quicker power forwards, but he's got the size and strength to deal with the real strong fours around the NBA.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Lopez. In a moment here, take a look at some of the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Wizards. There's the block. The second chance effort. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. And Jack, here we go.
Jarrett Jack, a versatile combo guard, can guard ones or twos. He's 6'3", but very strong, so he's able to defend shooting guards pretty well.
The Nets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
The Wizards with another miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
You talk about Jarrett Jack's versatility. He can play on or off the ball.
Yeah, he's really rock solid. Gives you everything you want in a combo, starting or backup guard. He's a good spot-up shooter. When he has the ball in his hands, he can get in the lane. He creates for others, and I like his fearlessness as well.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
Washington has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Rogers. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that is good. Well, as you know, Clark, he's been in a lengthy slump, but I saw him taking the extra time with some extra shots before this game.
From what I've heard, it was at the suggestion of his teammate. He's been slumping and struggling, and they're both hoping that some extra shots will get him back on track.
That will count, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
Young is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Hornets. Nene down low with Gortat. Garrett Temple is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Teletovic. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, you know, more of the analytical type. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
Williams passes to Johnson. Jordan sets the pick for Johnson. Gortat with the block. And here we go, the Wizards fast break.
Next foul. That's his first personal foul.
Free throw drops for Temple. Rasul Butler's checked in.
I like that shooting.
Checked in for Jordan. And it's Bogdanovich in for Karazov.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can.
Oh, my God.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Williams dishes to Teletovic. Johnson against Beal. Shoots from 14. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And Nene, for his size and agility, at times somewhat disappointing in terms of rebounding the ball. Throughout his career, actually, his rebound rate has fallen steadily over the last 3 years. Maybe injuries a factor in that, but they do need more from him on the glass.
Rogers checked in for Garrett Temple. Young's checked in for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Johnson with a screen on Butler. Rogers against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. You talk about the subtle decline for Nene. Is scoring efficiency, Steve, also taking a turn for the worse over the last couple seasons?
Yeah, still in his early 30s. You know, age shouldn't be that big a factor for a big man, but I guess it's the accumulation of all those injuries, including his knee sprain last season, that may be taking their toll. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Nets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
Well, they put themselves in the driver's seat as it applies to this season series. The win will give them a 2-1 edge with 1 game left.
And, you know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means a lot.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Deron Williams. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
Brown is checked in for Bogdanovich. That free throw good from Rogers. There was a recent report that he and a teammate were seen at the gym, putting in extra shots, trying to get things right, Clark, and their shooting.
Well, that kind of work ethic is what professionals are supposed to have and model. After the game he had, I'm sure he would have wanted a chance to put up some extra shots as well. I mean, he struggled in that ball game.
Makes a difference, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To put that extra time. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
15 seconds.
Here's Brown. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The dish to Jack. Jordan the screen, and Jack kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. That one rolling around and rims out. Here is Rogers. Fires the 3. On the money. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing the...
Well, Joe, congratulations.
You got bad though. You lost, but I made the thing. Oh, fuck you, Tony. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, it's not on me. Fuck this nigga. Yeah, this white nigga. 44 years old. Fuck him. He can go suck a dick. Go suck a dick. Go suck a dick. I'm allowed. His life turned out. He should have sucked the dick for free. He should have sucked the dick for free. Yeah, he should have sucked the dick for free. He should have sucked the dick for free. Yeah, he should have sucked the dick for free. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, hey, man, what's up, yo? Glad you can make it.
You've gone farther than any kid I've ever coached. Of course I'm gonna make it.
Everything good?
Yeah, listen. We'd love to have you come by and, visit the kids sometime.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna do that, okay? We'll do. But I gotta run right now. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good.
Wow. Met up with my old nigga, my old coach. Man, fuck that nigga. It's like, yeah, he's an old coach.
Another one of them flip mode joints.
Alright, this is where I'm going to end the video because I gotta fit that over to school and all that. So I'll see y'all guys later.